Hello, hopefully we're live. Had a few issues this week. Thought I was going to have some more today. There was some connection problems, and then I had a PS4 database corruption. I was like, oh my god, database corruption, what does that mean? I thought I was going to lose everything, but it seems like everything's still here, all the games are still here, all the save files are untouched. So thank God we're all good. So I hope everyone's had a great week. I'm pretty excited. We're getting back to the legend of Bovaretta. There we go. So the last stream we were pretty much spending a lot of time putting down these damn flowers. And I'm not too worried because, like I said, once I get the PS5 I'll get a bigger performance boost since I don't have a Pro already. No doubt we'll be able to put down more flowers. But Scheme Costs, he actually redone the flowers, so before they were like squares and he redone them so they're circles now. So basically I'm going to have to go back through all this again and use the circle version, god damn it. But I'm not going to do that today. No, we're not going to do more flowers today, absolutely not. So the idea for today is to finally sort out this path. I've got a rough idea what I want to do with it. I'm not going to take it too seriously, I'm just going to kind of blend it together to make a path. And we kind of know the route we want to go, so that's a straight path, but once we get here we'll make a path that slightly goes over the hill here. I think that'll be pretty cool. And as it goes down it sort of weaves around and goes back forward again. Oh, where are we under the ground? And then I'll look at this little section here. I'll change the water, obviously. We'll put some rocks down, make it like a gentler kind of stream, but I'll make it so that you can't actually fall here. Maybe I'll make it you can come down here, but I probably won't. I'll probably just make it easier so that you don't get trapped. So I'll put a lot of different stones down there, some better looking water for a stream, and obviously we'll get some different grass. You know, when you find grass at the edge of the river bed, we'll put that on the side here. So we'll detail all that, and then I think this area will be roughly detailed enough for gameplay. Obviously we'll still do more work on the edges of the cliffs here all around, just so it's not so flat, and we'll have a final check on the grass and see if we're happy with it. But I think overall today we can probably get a little bit more done with the detail before we start the next area, which will probably be the farm. So let me bring up the chat. Give me a second. Almost there, YouTube. Almost there. Also, I've got a video rendering right now. It's almost at 50%. So I guess in like another 55 minutes or so it'll be rendered, and then I'll upload it. So oh, there's my stream on there. So I'll upload that after we finish the stream. I'll put the video up as well, and it's going to be basically me bitching about the lack of plays in Dreams now. But I think I watched the video back. I think it's quite well done. I think it flows very well. It gets all of the points I want to get across. I think I put a lot of effort into the footage, so the footage changes a lot, so you don't get bored just watching the same thing over and over again. So hopefully it's a good enough video that flows quite well. Hey Alpha, welcome! How are you? Are you doing your Dreams Crash Bandicoot stream today? Or will you stream the demo? I'm curious. So I was thinking maybe I'll stream the demo, but it wouldn't be a main stream, it'll be like a secondary stream. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. Whoa, a rant video. I know. It doesn't really feel so much like a rant video, to be honest. It's not like I'm like, oh, you know, this is terrible and no. You know, it's actually not that bad, to be honest. It's more structured, you know. I try to be nice, but at the same time speak the truth. Hello, Creepy Ice Cream. What a name. How does Creepy Ice Cream taste? I'm very curious. Hey, what do you do when someone uses your creation without saying it isn't theirs? Are you talking about like someone took one of your Dreams creations? That's quite difficult. I mean, did you make it remixable? Because if it's remixable, a lot of people will probably just take it, to be honest. Okay. I'm going to try and put in the floor here, right? This will not go well. Absolutely not. Right. I watched Saku's Mind. He's actually making a scene just like this. I feel like I've inspired everyone. I think he used like a donut shape, and then that's what he used to build the path. So let me just see what kind of colour we're going to use. I'll try and make this as big as I can. So we'll kind of make a path like that, I guess, and then we'll just kind of blend it, hopefully. So see, get your blending out there. I always wonder, should I do like maximum blend, or is that a little too much? Right, let's check out the different browns. What can we use? I mean, I can always change the colour later. I don't think it's so important. That's why I did have a quick look. Let's try and keep it very, very sandy. Right, my god. Wish me luck here, right? Right. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. So I don't want to build big rocks, right? I might need to play around with the smoothing as well, the blending, because maybe I don't want to put it so high, you know. It's kind of difficult because I'm on a slope right now. Let's just see how this goes, right? This could end very badly. I literally never sculpt, so hold on, is there a way I can stay upright? There we go. That would actually help a lot. So yeah, I never sculpt, so don't expect the absolute best from me here. Okay, I'll try and sculpt it like this. It's going to be kind of bumpy though. Hold on. So I want to keep it upright, but I don't think it's going to stay the way I want it to. I bet you this is so much easier using move controllers, isn't it? Let me see. Hard blend. What's hard blend do? No, that's too hard. That's far too hard. Let's see. Yeah, because we don't want it to go too much actually, we just want to make a little blend. Let's see if that works. Hope you're taking notes, Alpha, because making a path in this game, it's actually horrendous. I'm going to have like a big clay model by the end of this stream. Everyone's going to be like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this monstrosity? Look at that. That definitely looks leveled out. Is there a tool where you can just like flatten it? So I mean, I could try and flatten it like that, but then it goes a little too high. No, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to have to try and learn how to make a path. I'm going to do a straight path first, because doing it at an angle was a pain in the ass. So I'll do a straight path and then I'll just rotate it, I think. I'm hoping my stream works tonight. I think I'll stream Dreams because I just uploaded a video about the demo, so I don't know if a stream would be fun for people. Yeah, I mean, if you've made a video, then I suppose you've already covered it. You don't really need to do it again. Just if you wanted to get a live reaction, I suppose. But I'm looking forward to a Dreams one, seeing what you have to say about some of the Dreams creations. It's always a very unpredictable stream. I made a title screen for Five Nights at Freddy's 5 only if people said I made it, but they didn't. Scumbags, huh? I know. It's hard to trust people because they always say, oh, I'll give you credit, but then they don't. I'll just say this, it says a lot about a person's character if they give you credit or not. You know, you did all that work, you put all that work into that menu, and suddenly people are like, I'm just going to take this for myself. Hey Creek Vulture, welcome back. Hey LB, Surface Snap and Smear might be a better for a path. It could be. Thank you for your sculpting skills. I've never attempted this before. Like, I've attempted making like a chair, or a bar stool I should say, but I've never actually made anything organic, let alone a sculpt. So what did you say? I had to use what? Smear might be better for a path. Okay. How do you change to smear again? God knows. I'm never in this menu. In Surface Snap. Okay, this one here. Right. So this should keep it level. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it kind of keeps it level. I kind of hate the fact that it goes too high, because obviously a path is supposed to be flat, you know. Because I don't want it to be like the ground below here is like a different level from the path. I want it to go underneath. Do you know what I mean? Because it feels like we've got the grass and then we've got a path on top of the grass, and then it just kind of it just doesn't become so even unless I can find a better shape. Because I mean, you could use a cube, but see what I mean? It's like it kind of bobs up on top. A rounded cube. This is why I don't sculpt on stream. It's always awful. I get too frustrated. Right, let's test this and see how this works. Alright, how do you do the smear again? It's in here. Tools. There we go. Smear shape. Right, let's see. Right, I see what you mean, Right, let's just practice, right? We're making a big snake, big snaky path. Oh, that went really snaky. Right, let's just a quick test, right? Let's see how this looks, right? Okay. It's alright, and then once I do that, I could probably just manually put it under the grass, right? Kinda like that. The annoying thing is that the grass comes through, so it's like, I keep thinking to myself, like, can I even use Scheme's grass? Because if I want to put a path on top, I'm going to have to find a way to delete all that grass. Do you know what I mean? And am I going to have to like go in here and then, oh, what is this? What just happened? Am I going to have to come in here and like delete all the grass like this? Do you know what I mean? Like, how tedious is that going to be to like delete all the grass like that? I think that might use up a lot of thermal. Like, the way I would have done a path, right, was I would have made the entire ground like a path, and then I just would have found like individual grass elements rather than a grass sculpt, and then just fill it out. But God knows what I'm gonna do. God knows. But this is a good start. We've got to start somewhere, right? I might have to take it off for myself. Yeah, do it. I mean, if people aren't giving you credit, then it's not really fair on you. You can change the grab point to the center of the object. Then half of the shape will be below the ground. Okay. Let me see. How did I do that then? Right, let me bring this back out. Did it save all my settings? Nope. Right. Why is he over there? Come here! Right. I hate the camera in this game when you sculpt. It's actually atrocious. Right. How do you set the grab point? How do you do that? Like this? Grip. Is it grip? Use this to set where your grip is. Grip is the grab point? Is that the same thing? Let me read. Use this to set where your grip is. In other words, where your imp tip connects to the shape you're holding. I'm assuming this is what you mean. When you select this, a grid will appear around the shape. Each of the white spheres is the grip. The central one is represented by a cross. As you hover your imp over, the grips move around, they will pulse. So you're talking about gripping and pulsing. This is like kind of weird. Right, so you put where your grip want when the grip you want is pulsing. God damn it, how could they make this any more filthy? It will turn green to indicate you've selected it. Okay. Maybe if I take off surface snapping just for a minute, right? Right, so it says it's green in the middle already, right? Or do I need to like connect it like on the top? Like that? Because it already was in the middle, but it's because it's surface snap, and then I don't know, it just doesn't go the way I want it. Like, the grass is here, right? If you go in here, you can see, like, there's the level of the grass, right? I want my path to be kind of on top of it, you know? But then I need to delete the grass at the same time, because I don't want the grass on the path. So I feel like I need to make a path and make the grass around the path. That's my only dilemma, because this scheme's object here was built just for fields. I guess it didn't anticipate paths, so if I put a path in, it doesn't go together, you know. Yeah, the grip. They use flex and impasto to make the grass. I know it's a nice easy technique actually to make grass. I just don't, I'm trying to figure out the best methods. Like, the options we've got is we can just build a path on top of the grass and then delete the grass, which I don't know if that takes up a lot of thermal to delete things. Or we build a path and we put the grass around the path, like this grass object. Or we just build a giant terrain that looks like a path, and then we put grass on top of the terrain. So rather than building a path, we're just shaping a path with the outside of the grass. So that's like 3 different ways we could do it. I don't know what the best way to do it is. I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. Grip it and make it pulse. That is not as helpful as you were thinking. Right, let me see what happens. Right, if I put it here, right, looseness amount, okay. And then if we put the surface snap back on, will that change anything? Does that look better than before? I don't even know anymore. Let me see. Maybe that's a little better. Because I don't want it to be like a ramp. I don't want the path to end and then there's a ramp that goes slightly down to go onto the grass. I want everything to be nice and smooth, you know. Right, but that might work. It might work, I said. Right. Right, let's just go with the flow here, right? These are the kind of streams I should have done a long time ago, you know, when it was like, when it was just learning how the hell you do things. I'm severely behind on this kind of stuff. Oh, okay. Right. This is an absolute nightmare, by the way, to move this. Right, if I make a path like this, right, it's not so even. I don't know if that's just because of the way he's done his grass, or if I've put it down really weird. This is a straight path, so let me see if I can just put on precise move, or the grid. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, you can't do that, can you? Well, that's frustrating. Right, how do I bloody reset this? I don't think it's going to let me do surface snap and let me use the grid for some reason. Can it stay upright at least? Nah, look. Do I need to do that thing again? Keeps resetting every time. I hate this game. Hate it! Okay. Right, let's just never mind the grid, okay? Let's just manually try and make this as straight as we can, right? Like, nobody move an inch. It's already going away. It's already going the wrong way. Right, I can see a path. But what the hell was that? Excuse me? What happened there? Trees! What the fuck? God damn it! Trees! Right. This is what we're gonna do, right? Get to hell everything else, right? If I just make this right, I don't know how long I need to make it right. This could be the problem. How do I do this without? Right, hold on. Let me scope into this bloody cube, right? I need to build a place marker, right? Bear with me here, right? I need to know where to start and where to end. Right, my path starts here, right? And it ends... what, here? Nope, not quite. Okay, so say it starts there and it ends there, right? And then everything's hidden. God damn it. Right, let's try this again, right? Let's see what we can do here. Relax. Why is it? I wanted it here. My God, it's like you try and do something. It's like I wanted to hide everything, so I hid everything, and then I go and create an object inside of it, and then it hides everything, and then I turn off hide everything, and then everything's back again. Do you know what I mean? What was the point in all of that? You know, like what was the actual point? Look, still gets on top of objects. Oh god damn it! There's got to be easier ways to do this, surely. There's got to be an easier way. I feel like I just need to revamp everything here. Don't laugh at me. Hey T-Master, welcome back. You here to see me rage as I try to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to sculpt things. You might have to make a negative edit and then fill it to stop the grass coming through. That's what I mean, like, I'm not sure if that uses up a lot of thermal, so I'm worried, and it's a bit repetitive to delete all the grass like on the path, and then it's like, what if I change my mind? What if I want to move the path, and then I need to move all the parts I deleted? Because you can't, once you delete stuff, you can't actually see where the deletion is. You have to like hover over it, and it's not so easy to find. Negative edits are kind of annoying. They are. You can't see where they are. So if you want to edit a negative edit, it's really difficult. But I generally suck at sculpting, so that's probably why. Yeah, I think so, to be honest. Let me see here. Is everything okay? My chat kind of froze. Hold on, I need to refresh here. Make sure everything's okay. Everything's working. Okay, I got my chat back. It disconnected me from the chat for some reason. Right. Maybe if I do it top down view, right? Maybe, just maybe we'll get to hell, hide everything. I don't want that anymore. Right, maybe we've got a chance here, right? It's a slim chance. We're so far away, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's give it a go. So, what was the settings I used? I'm gonna have to redo the handle again. This is actually annoying. How do people enjoy doing this? Like, I see so many people like sculpting as part of their main thing in Dreams, and I'm like, guy, what you doing? This is horrible. How can you enjoy this? It's part of your weekend, you know? Right. Let's see. Please, just no problems, alright? Right, we're just making a top-down map, right? It's alright if it's a bit wonky, you know, it's a path, right? It's not supposed to be super straight. I've just, oh look, 2%, that's not good. Something's already went wrong. Oh man. I'm trying to go really slow on purpose here. Okay. Right, cool. Right. God damn it, I should have moved that. You know what? You get to hell, right? I'll show you. Once I take my stupid surface snap off. Honestly, sculpting in this game is a nightmare. I hate it. Hate it! There you go. Eat this. Right. Check that. Right. I've got one crappy path, right? So let me delete that path. And let me see if I can even select this because it's stuck in the bloody ground. Right, let's move this over here. What the hell's going on here, man? Look at that! I made a bridge, and I didn't even mean to make a bridge. Oh man, this is this is not going well. To be honest, I think I'm just going to have to make it's an object on its own. Like, screw surface snap, right? Because clearly it's an asshole. Right. I'm just going to build something, right? This is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to build a path, and this path is not going to be a long path. I'm just going to make a little, you know, quadrant of a path, let's just say. So I'll make it this big, right? we'll keep the smear, right? And basically I'll just kind of do it like this. Okay. Oh, look how horrible that looks. Look at that. No one comment what that looks like. That looks very suggestive. Right, I think I'm going to have to use the... I don't know, how do I get rid of that though? I mean, it's probably just because of how the shape is. I hate this so much. I don't know what else I can do. Because if I want to use the smear, this sucks, man. I think I'm just going to have to make like one, just make one block, and then that'll be that, right? Right, watch this. Watch this. Watch these skills, right? This is what I'm going to do, right? Boys and girls. I'm going to amaze you by doing something awful, right? Right. We need to blend it somehow, right? Because if I don't, it has those stupid... Look at that. Look at the state of that, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I need to... Why is that turning? Excuse me. It just kind of turns away. Look, the higher the blend is, the more bumpy it gets. I want a smooth thingy. Do you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do this, right? We're going to make a Mr. Blobby, right? Mr. Blobby came to town. Right? No one invited him, he just kind of came on his own, right? I made a baguette. It's a perfect baguette. I'm sure you'll agree. It's actually outstanding. Well, you can even edit it. Great. It could also be a finger as well. If you look at that, it's the indent for the nail right there. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If we put this in the oven, I think this would look really good. It would look very, very, very appetizing. Right. Flatten out, you ass. Look, you can't even flatten things properly. Right, come on. Please tell me I'm onto something here, right? Right. Let's just flatten it. Flatten the baguette, right? Oh, baguette, you were almost perfect. And now you're not. What the hell? Look at that. The edge, it did not flatten out the way I wanted it to. Look. Oh. Right. Right. We flattened the baguette. That's the most important thing we've done today. But was there any point in this? Probably not. Now, I could probably go back and make a much more detailed baguette. You know, because this one is... Like, I could make it a bit more wavy, you know, like... make the path go like that. But, I think under the circumstances of rage, it's probably best I don't, right? So basically, we have a path that is shockingly bad. Look, it doesn't even line up there either. Right. Right. Let's just assume this is going to plan, right? This is totally going to plan. Right. Let me cut the bloody grass. You know what I should do? I should just cut his grass. See if I cut the grass out like that, I'll just make a path like this. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the grass would be like a different colour, but like, is there a way you can delete things like this? Like, I could make a path like that, but then if I could remove the flex on this particular deletion, like, is that possible? Can I do that? Like, if I did this, that changes everything. That's kind of cool. I made some moss for a wall. No, but that, I wanted it just so, like, when I delete, it removes the flex on the inside, if that makes sense. Oh well. It is not going well for me today. You can count this stream as a bit of a wasted stream, right? It's not really going to teach you anything. Right. Going to have to get the same bloody colour as the grass. Hold on. Can I just, like, choose a colour? Do you know, I don't like any of this. This is just horrible. Because look, I'm gonna have to go right in to the path. Like that. Like, how am I supposed to do this, man? The grass is so long though. If I do it this way. Right, let's just look at an example, right? 16%! What? I deleted one thing. Literally, I deleted one thing and my thermal went up by 16%. I mean, what do you call that? That is just ridiculous. Yeah, this is not the best method to use. It's actually the worst. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to rethink how I'm going to do all this. Because if I have to keep deleting stuff like that, it's going to cost too much thermal. I think so. If I have to do that for all the paths, that would just be horrendous. And like, this path isn't even lined up properly, so. And I hate that you can't. Why is it rotating this way? I want it to rotate the other way. I want it to go that way. What? Is this locked or something? Did I do something here? I hate this game. Like, I can almost make a path, like, almost. But everything I did, there was no point in doing, because I could have just used the path I had already, do you know what I mean? Oh, God knows. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I keep going with the path, can't even see it now. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have to keep cutting the grass every time. Where's Scheme when you need him? Can he come and like cut the grass for me? Right, let me use that surface snap thing. Maybe that's easier. Where the hell is it? Right, hold on. Why is the cube going at a pure weird angle? It's just like when I did the flowers, and then Scheme's like, oh no, you can do it this way. And then suddenly, I need to redo all the flowers again. Oh my god. Can you imagine doing this as part of your job, cutting grass like this. Absolute nightmare. Right, let's see if I can move this bloody path. Let's just get the path looking a wee bit less shit. I don't know, is this worth my time, honestly? Right, we're cutting the grass, that's one method. It's working so far in a really crappy kind of way. Still get some grass here. I'm just worried that there's going to come a point where it's like, you've deleted too many things. Therefore, your thermal is going to kill you now. I still think my method's better. Build the whole world as a path, and then just put the grass on top of the path. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, like if I had a world like this, right? Let's just say this is the world, right? This is the world we know and love. And then if I put, like, I don't know, let me just find grass, right? I don't even know if that grass is any good. Hold on. Right, I don't know if these grasses are any good. No. I want to try and find a good example. They're all stuck to the ground. Right, basically, right, I'm just going to use this, right, just to give you a quick example, right? Right, instead of me making a path, I just make the grass. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just do that, you know, and then suddenly you've got a path, you know? Your path kind of goes like that, then it goes back round like that. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I would do it. Personally, none of your crappy things, you know. So like that's how I would roughly make a path, right? In my way, I would make the ground first and then just put the grass on top of the bloody ground. That way I don't need to mess around with building a stupid path. You know what I mean? That looks good. Look how good that looks. Like, just as a really simple path, right? When you look at it like that, you know. And obviously I would use better grass. But the method we're using right now, cutting all the grass, you know, we're trying to take things a bit too realistic here. So maybe I should just do it this way, because this way, oh my god, it's... But honestly, putting the grass around the path is better than building a path through it, honestly. This is great. No, it's not. It's terrible. It's shocking. Crook, this is me when I sculpt. God. You can feel the pain, can't you? Don't get me wrong, I'm not really much better. Yeah, but you know all the tricks, you know all the skills, you know what you're doing. You can do it, LB, I believe in you, thank you. Yeah, I think as much as I love Crook's grass, I can still use it for the field area, but if there's an area with a bloody path, I don't think it's wise to use it, right? Right, let me just experiment, right? We'll use a... Like, for example, here it doesn't have a path, right? So this is off the path, right? If we want to build hills and stuff, I can easily just build a hill myself. Right, let me see. Right, look at this, right? Let's get rid of this, right? Wait a minute, let me see. Can I just like update his grass? Like maybe I just remove the fleck on the grass or something. How do you do it? I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing here, by the way. Right, hold on. I want to basically edit. There we go. Right. A ground. What would a ground be? Just like that? Something crappy like that. Just having a look. I never play around with these. Right, let's just go for that. Right, it's flat. It's the basic fleck. Right. Change the color. Right. So say we want a. How do I change the color? How do I? Oh, that's if you want to do it like that. Okay. That looks good though. Building wee holes. Crash Bandicoot style. Right. So I changed the fleck type. Right. So say I just want to change the colour. Can I do it? Can I make a path colour? Please. Oh my god. Hold on. I just want a path, you know what I mean? I don't want a yellow path, I want like more orangey. Like, does that look like a path? Like, kind of like gravelly, kind of dirt? Like, not too sandy. Not too dark either. Like, maybe something like that would look good. Let me see, I'll use the colour here. Depending on if you want darker or lighter ground. Like, let's just go for really bright ground, right? Because we're in a happy place right now, right? Right, so at least I can update his ground. Even though there's grass coming through. Right, never mind the grass, right? Right, so... Right. Basically, what I've done is I've kept Scheme's shape, right? So it's not just a flat cube. It still has all the bumps and the hills and stuff like that. I just removed the grass, right? So let's just say we had a path here, right? Can we actually find good grass, please? I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to just I'll use Scheme's cube, but I'll use the grass for parts that don't have a bloody path, and then the path areas will be like this. It won't actually be a path here, it'll be here, but I'll see if I can, like, even if let's see if can I maybe like use his grass, but then because his grass is very square, you know. Can I get away with it? Like if I bring the grass up like that, right? Let's just say here's a straight path, right? I know this is a massive cube, right? It's not the perfect example, right? Right, so I'll make a path like that, right? And obviously there's a bit of a ridge there, so we would make another one that kind of goes up a wee bit. Like, look, that's how I would build a path, right? Call me crazy, but like, that's how my mind works, right? It's easier this way. Don't build a path on top of grass. Just build a path and put the grass around the path. It's so much easier. My god. Like, it's not perfect because I'm still trying to figure it out, but you know what I mean? It's better than what it was, you know? And at least the grass isn't, you know, the grass was like really high. At least the grass now is like kind of short. So when you're walking over this path, and then I'll get some rocks, but it'll be like really tiny rocks. Do you know what I mean? Like just put a few rocks here, a few wee rocks there. Right? That's how I would make a path. Right? And if you want to take it one step further, I'm sure you could come in here. You could probably... I don't do this, right? So don't mock me. You can probably go in and paint it, right? You could probably... I don't know. What colour? I don't know. I probably need to adjust the settings. Because I think I turned off the original colour. Right, for example, you should be able to paint this, right? God knows. I swear I'm trying. Trying to paint it, but I don't know what I've done wrong. Because the original colour was there. Look, if I make it red, for example, right? How do I display red? I don't see red. Take off this stupid surface snap as well. Right, how do I make this path red? How do I do that? What am I doing wrong? Because look, I'm trying to spray it, but it doesn't spray. And I checked the settings, and the settings, they tell me that I've not done anything. Is it because of the tint, maybe? The tint's too high? Let me see. If I paint everything like this. Ah, okay. Well, that's another way you could do it then. You could... Obviously, I don't tint it so high. I don't know how high I can get away with. So it depends how high you tint it. So, I don't know. You make your path, then... I don't know. You make some... You know... I don't know, let me see how this would look. Do you know what I mean? Make your path a wee bit dirtier somehow, you know? Like down the middle or something, you know? Like, kind of like that. Do you know what I mean? So now my path has like a few different things. Do you know what? I should just paint the path. Because look, that path that I painted would do the trick. Right, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, right? Let's just go back, keep it simple. But yes, you can paint it to add more detail, but I'm not at that stage yet. God knows if I ever will. Also, is there a dog barking in the background? I didn't actually hear a dog barking, but you could be right. You could be right. Hey, see the Dream Master P, what's up? Here to watch me rage, try to make a simple path. It's the first time I've ever made a path. It schemes grass, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's his, see, he made it as a sculpt, so it's like a cube. So it's not like, I can't just put the grass on top of things, because it's like a big massive cube. Because the way he built it to make like a giant field. He didn't build it for decoration. That's what I need. I want a sculpt that's like the ground, and then I want grass as a decoration rather than a sculpt. Do you know what I mean? But I think I've made this work. I think if you look at our other example we made before, this path looks a lot better. Sad to say, we're not actually going to use this path. I mean, I could just throw it around, I suppose. So we have a grass cube, and we have a dirt cube. That would be ideal. So assuming this isn't going to cripple the thermal, right? This is what I'm going to do, right? This could take a bit of work. Wish me luck. Right. Oh my god. Got all the flowers, we ruined all the flowers. Right. Let's do this one step at a time, right? Put on the grid, right, just so I feel a bit more safe, a bit more secure. Right, so it looks like a desert, right, but we'll get it sorted. So I don't know why, but his thing's kinda off grid. It's weird. Right. Let's see what we can do. I've kinda transformed this into a desert. I didn't mean to. Right. I think I'm gonna have to redo a lot of this stuff. Is it just me, or is his cube kinda not balanced very well? Right, I think I fixed it. Right. Bear with me. Right, I need to bring this down a bit so we can actually... Goodbye path, we don't need you anymore. We have moved on to bigger and better things. Right. I don't know... Right, so put the path like... here, maybe? Let me see. Some of the rocks are a bit too low, maybe that was on purpose. Right, as long as they match up with these flowers, because these flowers... I think it's because I mapped the flowers on a different side of the cube. So this cube has different bumps, you know? Okay. And then I'll get the grassy knoll, right? Just bear with me, right? We're getting there somehow. Right, where the hell was my path? Is it here? Right, say that's where the path's... Right, we're coming down this hill, so the path needs to be about here. I hope you're taking notes, kids, because I suffered so that you could have a very easy go at making a path. Right, so I literally want the path to come straight down here, so I will just bring it over here. Forget about the flowers, right? I'm going to have to redo them anyway. Right, let's see. How far can I get this? Right, we got a path working, right? We get some bald patches to deal with, but we got a path working. My God, we did. I can easily fix this though, because I can just, like, the cube's a bit big, so I could make it a bit smaller. Let me see, because we want the path to go to match up to this part here. Like that, you know. expertly done. Right. Just need to look and make sure this bloody thing doesn't trip us up. So I want the grass to be like as close to the path as I can, so it's not like a big ridge you're going up, you know. Okay. Bring that one down a bit. Okay. So we'll fix the bald patches, right? This is just because I'm using the same shape of the cube. 'Cause every side of the cube has a different surface. So like if I turn it round, maybe well, that's got a few bumps. It's got a lot of bumps. That's got even more bumps. Jeez. I want to find one that's like really flat. Hold on. Is there a flat side? Nah, they all look pretty bumpy to me. Nah, I think the one we had was like the least bumpiest of all. I'd basically have to redo the ground on this side so that the see, I just used one big massive one, right? I'm probably going to have to make like smaller ones so that there's no bumpiness coming out. But let's just go with this right now, right? Let's just enjoy the fact that we actually managed to make some kind of path. I could just go with the flow, right? And just be like, you know what? It's a very patchy grass. You know, it's like it's not been watered very well recently. It's kind of dry. So then it becomes kind of more natural, you know. It also means I can't really dictate where the paths go, because if you come here, it's like, oh, naturally we're just coming up against a lot of paths. See what I mean? Like if I do like that, I need to like make more to cover it, you know. So I think when it comes to the hills, I'm probably going to have to redo some stuff. Redo the trees, obviously. Let's see. Just want a path over here. I kinda wanted a path to go up the way. Bear with me here. I can try and do that and then like build grass around it. Kinda like that, you know. It's going to take a lot of tweaking, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. So there's going to be like a path that kind of goes up that way as well. to redo this so that it doesn't get in the way. I'm gonna have to do it in like quadrants. Let me see if I can make a path that's like... It's kinda like that. Not quite, but... Let's go to that. There's better ways to blend this, but I'm just learning. So we come down, we've got our wee path. Obviously we don't want a square path here, so I'll need to fix this later. Because we don't want a square. I'll probably find some other grass, or I'll make some of my own grass that looks kind of like this, and I'll just dab it around just to smooth it out a little bit. Or I could move that a bit out, or move this one back a bit. I could do that as well. Like I could bring this entire path over a bit. To make it line up more with this one. Okay. Then I'll just edit this to come out like that a bit more. And then that will be the path that we use. So the straight path will go straight to there. Just bring this over now. Okay. So this is why I don't like to stream when I'm doing logic, because this is what I get like. I just kind of focus too much. He must have misspoke. Hey Cugsley, sorry, I'm just getting to your message now. I'm deeply in thought right now. Surprised I've been here the entire time and was definitely first, but to make sure I know everyone else was here. What did you guys miss? Just me trying to randomly build a path that doesn't look too terrible, you know. I can probably make this path bigger than the other one, because this is kind of gone off path. This could maybe be used for transport, maybe, if I make that bit a bit wider. Let's not mess with it right now though. It's definitely looking a little bit better than it was, but obviously still not so good. He's trying to make a good path, yeah. I've got a Mickey Mouse thing here going on. That's literally all you've missed. It hasn't been going too well because Dreams is Dreams. I know my skill level on sculpting is not so good, but it's definitely, we're definitely getting somewhere. It's because I'm not only am I trying to learn how to do this, I'm trying to learn how to do this by using Scheme's cube, and his cube has bumps and there's so many different sides, and I have no idea what is on each side. So it's definitely a little bit more challenging because I have to take into consideration the way the cube is built as well. You might need to return your tint to default. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, that was it. I just create a big squashed sphere like a cookie shape to clone everywhere for the grass. That could work too. Yeah. I was just trying to use his because it was like he already had bumps, you know, all over the place. But I'm sure it's not that difficult to make your own. But apparently his grass is optimized for big worlds, and I feel like maybe if I made my own, it might not be as good. So we'll see where we get with this today. I was planning on doing a lot with this today, but since the path is causing me more problems, I don't know how much we'll get done. Cookie. I know, the lava cookie, I remember that. That's where they hid the beta. It was right in that, right deep into that cookie. It would be easier to define the edges of your path, and it would blend together more smoothly. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what I was mentioning a minute ago there. Yeah, I need to sort of blend the edges. I mean, like, again, I could probably not tint this, but I could probably try and, I don't know. Try and do something, I don't know. Problem is, it's like too perfect, you know. I make it very imperfect. But yeah, like cutting out is probably going to take up too much thermal, so it's probably not the wisest thing to do. But I'll need to. I don't know if I could make my own, but I'll need to find a good bit of grass, you know, that looks kind of good. Like, I don't want grass that's got like things underneath it. I just want grass, right? I typed in grass. I didn't type in grass and dirt. Do you know what I mean? Like, that looks nice, but I bet you if I use it, it's got like a big bit of dirt. What? Excuse me? That did not look as good as the picture. Maybe this collection's not so good. This one even has flowers already made, which would be pretty good for me. So it's like artistic grass, but it's a bit bushy for me. I'd have to like change the colour in that, you know, but it's more like a marshland. I don't know, I'm going to have to find someone that's made, like, I could try the grass cookie and see what comes up. One there, one there. Autumn. There's a few options. This one looks more like schemes. Well, this one looks quite nice as well, but it obviously doesn't fit the particular style I'm going for. The only problem is I'd have to like just start from scratch. Do you know what I mean? I'd have to delete all of his assets if I was going to use this. You know, because I'd have to, like, you know, do all this from scratch, like, kind of like that, you know. Even then, it's bugging me. Like, I could probably get away with that, and then just try and change the colour. Like, I don't know, like, how can I change the colour so that it's the same, you know? Let me see, how did he, I don't even know if he painted it in here. Right, it's a kind of greeny yellow. Again, maybe there's a better way of doing this. Wait, what? I think he painted his separately though. Just gonna have to try and get something that looks a little closer to it. Doesn't look good at all. I could maybe blend it like that, you know, and make it like Zelda grass that's more cartoony, you know, more vibrant. I mean, that's not a bad thing, you know. God knows. Okay, I could try and use something like that just for now, you know. It's hard to get it exactly, you know. Just enough to cover up some of the corners, you know. But it's Dreams, so it's a pain in the ass. There's a lot of trial and error before you get anything looking good, you know. Like I could maybe do like a few patches like here and there, you know. God knows. We'll see how that works out. I don't want to ruin my path. That path took me 40 years to perfect, you know. Don't want to go ruining it now. So that's an alternative grass we can use, but obviously if we use that, the scene's going to look a little different. Let me see if I use like a massive one just to see what it looks like. I mean, it doesn't look so bad. The grass is probably too long. I'd probably need to reduce it a little bit, or I could just use a combination of the two. You know, maybe it's nice to have a couple of shades of grass, maybe. But yeah, a lot of experimenting to do with the grass. That's for sure. Like I could maybe like just plug the bald spots with this, you know, as long as it's not too obvious. Do you know what I mean? See, this is how you know I'm not an artist. Everything I do is like trial and error to try and get something to bloody work. Nope, don't move. Right, I'm not going to play around with it too much, right? You get the idea, right? We've got options, there's things we can do. But I'm not entirely happy with that grass, because that grass is terribly long. It's going to be a lot of trial and error I'll need to do. Kind of bugs me though, because it's like I'm so out of my depth here, you know, trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to do all this. I'll continue with the path for now, right? We'll at least get this bloody path working, right? And then when we do the second area, we're not going to make a path. Screw paths, right? We're just going to make grass. It'll make things so much easier, right, in the future. We'll do it for now, right? But just to give the player some structure, like, okay, I can go left, I can go right. But other than that, I think I'm done with paths. Grass cookies, yeah. Had some of those in Amsterdam. Oh, the stories are all coming out now. Right, hold on a minute. I was rendering a video, but I don't know what happened. There seems to have been an error code, which is not so good. I don't know if anyone uses Sony Vegas, but it's like the most glitchiest thing to ever use. It'll make you rage. Let me just try and see if I can do this without, you know, ending the world. What happened to this grass, by the way? Did I do that? Jesus, that was terrible. All the grass is like going one way or the other. I'd need to like redo everything. Right, delete this. If I redo everything, like obviously if you're going up a hill, everything needs to go up, and then I want it to go back down again. Make a small one. So I'll make the path continue, hopefully. Even just a little bit, come on, just a little bit, you know. Just blend for me, please. And then make it like that, and then we'll bring it down a bit. Start to bring the path back down again. It's weird, they all went kinda wonky. Oh, I hate Dreams so much. Right, I'm just gonna block it out, right? Just to get an idea of what the hell we're doing here, right? I'll just sort of bring it back down again, for example. And then we'll be back, like, say this is the path here. This is us back on the normal path now. I'll bring everything up a little bit. Right. So that's basically how I'm going to do the path, and then I'll just have to build things around it, you know. So I can make the path a bit smaller just to make it easier, but every time I go to recenter the imp, it always pauses the game as well. It's annoying. Right. I don't want that to cover the whole thing. Blah blah blah, right, we've got a rough path, right, that'll do for now. We'll probably use the cookie one to try and make things blend a bit more, because obviously working with a big square, it's not so ideal. Like, I'll just grab this for now. Even just working with this, like moving things around, it's like, it's a bit of a pain, you know, to get everything lined up properly and not be really annoying. Like, for example, I don't want that to be that big because I don't want it to take up a lot of space in the background. So I'm going to have to use like a lot of smaller ones. God knows. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to practice this. Like maybe off stream, I'll have a really good go at trying to polish all this up. So I mean, like looking at it like that, it's like it's all right. We've got a rough idea of what we want to do with the path. We just need to, you know, blend it a bit better so it doesn't look like trash. You know, I think that's the key here. Blending. So I'll try and, as long as I've got a rough structure of where things are going, I'm happy. So that's all I wanted, and then we just need to make a path like going up this way as well, from here to here, and that's pretty much the path I wanted. So the path comes from here, down here, and then you can go left or you can go right, go up over a wee bit of a hill, come back down. Da-da-da. So that was the rough idea for my awful path. I just need to find what happened with this video. Hold on. I hate Vegas so much. I was hoping to get a video out after the stream, but it seems like the video has kind of died. So I might have to render it again, which means it's probably going to take even longer, and I don't really like to release videos if it's too late at night. Alright, let me see. I'm just checking my files here, because if there's a corrupted file, I'll need to delete it. It's the time I wish I had move controllers, because if I was to build all this with move controllers, like, can you imagine it, like making all the hills and stuff? It would probably be a lot easier, I think. I don't know if any of you guys have move controllers, if you've ever experimented with using them to sculpt. Right, what am I doing here? I don't know, so many problems today. Problems with this, problems with the video, the database corruption on my PS4. Today is a disaster, absolute disaster. Right, because I need to find where this file is, because if I'm going to render it again, I need to delete the old one, otherwise I might have problems. Where is it? Pain, what a pain this is. Never mind, I'm probably not even going to get to render it out now. It's probably too late now. Really annoying. Hey Josh Spears, welcome. You're just in time to watch me fumble about trying to get this bloody path working. It's actually looking really messy right now. It's actually looking a lot worse than we had it before, but I'm trying my best. Right, so I need another ground here. Just give me a minute. Move this out of the way. So we're going to use this as the bottom part of our path. Okay. Right, so I'll put a path here. That actually looks quite cool. I wasn't expecting that, but it kind of looks like a beach now. And it's kind of going into a cave. But that's not what I wanted, so... I need to make it like that. Roughly. And then, let me see, put the grass on top. Like so. So at least we'll get a really crappy path, right? Okay. I've never done this kind of stuff before, Josh, so it's going to be a bit rough whilst I learn what the hell I'm doing, but I'll get there eventually. Right, all I wanted to do was connect that path to the top of that one, that's all. And then it means when we start the game up here, this will be like a cave, so like just for talking's sake, right, let's say I just get I'll get one of these, put it there, I'll colour it, hold on. Nah, it's not working the way I wanted it to. Right, hold on, I'm going to do like a really cheap trick here. I'm just going to get like a black cube, right? If it lets me. Right. Because you can't go back this way, right? This is like a dark cave, right? So I'm just going to do like a really cheap trick here. Very fast. Just so it's like kind of darkness in the background, you know? I'll bring this down a bit, maybe. Okay. So it's kind of like that. That's like the cave that you just came out of. Okay. So as you're coming out, just need to readjust some of these rocks. Here. Let me just redo the music. So yeah, as you're coming out the cave, you're basically going to go down this big path here. I'll fix the bald patches. As we're coming down, we're going to have to go. The left goes to the farm. I need to fix my edges as well, because I'm probably going to have to redo the grass entirely. If, you know, because this grass is okay if it's like the edges are either connected like that or they go into the side, whereas if it's like a corner part here, it's not so good. I could probably use like just little tufts of grass. Like I did see one from Media Molecule, but I don't know if it would look good. Like that, for example. Like I don't know if I could like just throw that on the edges, you know, just so the edges don't look as bad. But I don't really like it. It kind of looks like seaweed, to be honest. Doesn't look that good. Maybe if I change the colour, it would look a bit better, maybe. Not really liking it. Just keep it like that for now. At least it'll blend a bit better. I'm not happy with any of this stuff, to be honest. So basically, you go left to go to the farm. You go right, that takes you to the castle. So it's going to be like a straight path, and then the path's going to kind of go up a little bit as you climb up over the hills. So I'll need to fix the path here, make it blend a bit better. Redo this part because it doesn't quite fit. So yeah, there's a lot of blending issues I'm going to have. Look how big that cube is. I didn't even mean to make it that huge. Right. But that's kind of where we are so far. Still a lot of work to do. I'm not expecting to finish this scene so quickly, especially since I'm not an artist. It's probably going to take me a bit more time. It's just one of those days. It is probably like the most frustrating day I've had on stream, because level design, okay, I can do it, but when it comes to like artistic things, and because I have to blend the environment together, and I'm like, I just don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna have to practice, I think. It's about time the Soul Funk brother, I know he's been hiding away. He's secretly playing Crash Bandicoot. That's what he's doing. Yeah, the music is it's Dragon Quest, all different Dragon Quest games. So that's roughly what this is kind of inspired by. It's kind of like Dragon Quest, and I don't know if we're going to pull it off, but I'll try my best. I see we've got a wee sheep down here. See, we had to sacrifice a lot of the animals to the grass. I don't even know where the wolf is anymore. He's gone for good. Nah, so once I properly get into this, I'll need to really go over this like again and again and again, you know, because right now, maybe it's just the asset that I've used, the scheme's asset. You know, it's like it's a good asset, but maybe it's not ideal for what we want to do. So I'll keep going with it for now. But there's definitely a lot that I need to work out to get this all looking nice and smooth. One thing I will get rid of right now is all this water, because it was terrible. It was really bad. I'll see if I can find a better one. Just a really simple one, you know. Like, it's more cartoony, but I suppose this would do the job for now. Maybe I can just change the colour, maybe. Yeah, I'm not really happy with anything today. Everything sucks, man. It's all god awful. Right, what does that even look like? In play mode it looks okay, but obviously it's still not ideal. But I'll just get it right just now as a placeholder, because my idea was to start doing this, and but I don't think we're going to be able to today. I'll try my best to get something looking half decent, because I actually raised the ground on this side because I wanted to make a hill, so maybe the rest of the land is going to have to be risen as well as such. But I'm going to have to change this a little bit just so we can get round there, unless I make a bridge here. I can't remember what my idea was now. I could probably bring some of these out as well, that might look quite good. It's kind of going into the river. I'll probably find better rocks, to be honest. See, I didn't want to do it like this. I wanted it to be more like a riverbed with lots of smaller rocks, but it's probably going to take me a lot of time to do that, you know, so I might just do something really quick right now, just for the hell of it. You know. Where's he going? He's on an infinite death loop. Right, so I really want a good... Let's see if there's any examples of a riverbed. Shallow flowing water. I mean, it doesn't look like it's flowing to me. Oh, there it is. Right, it looks a bit better. Obviously it's less cartoony, but maybe that's what I want, so... yeah, we're still in a very, very rough draft version. But like I said, like, I'm not really going to rush this project. This is a game that's not going to come out till like way into next year, because we need to finish the survival horror first anyway, so there's really no point in me trying to push this out. But it would be nice to get something looking half decent at least within a few more weeks. Like, to get this scene looking kind of polished up a little bit. Let me see. It's hard to see because the guy keeps falling, but I think I prefer that. It looks kind of nice. And then I'll probably need to make like... See, I don't know if I should use this, but maybe to say thermal I could use it. But like, I would need to make like a... I'd have to make like a cluster of these, I think. And then just like duplicate the cluster, even though it starts to look like it's one big rock anyway. You know what, I'm just gonna make something really crappy, right? Because that, like, see the grass here, it's too straight. Like, I'm gonna have to redo all that as well. I'm gonna have to like blend it so that it, like, I could probably like do this kind of thing, you know, like, you know, something like that, just to show you the edge of it, you know. If I want to change that, I'd probably have to change the grab point. There's no point in me doing this right now anyway, because I'm going to change all that grass anyway, but this was just to say, like, I would have a different kind of edge, you know. Look at that, 16%. If you edit this even one bit, your whole level just goes to hell, man. I'm not liking this cookie. It's alright, but that just it doesn't fit what I want to do, you know. But I need to fix this path anyway. It's kind of atrocious. We'll see, we'll see. I'm getting pretty hungry though as well, and it's not good when you're getting frustrated and hungry at the same time. Okay. You know, it's okay. It's just okay. Nothing to shout about right now, but at least I learned a little bit about how to make a path. Oh, it's not ideal, but I think it's alright for now. I knew it, that's it. I love Dragon Quest OST. I was like, where I heard this before. I know there's something very relaxing about it, isn't it? Dragon Quest OST is great. It is neat. The only proper Dragon Quest game I played was Dragon Quest 8 on the PS2. I think it was called The Cursed King. And I always remember like, oh, this just looks like Dragon Ball Z. And it is because the artist is the artist from Dragon Ball Z. It's like Dragon Quest is basically like a collaboration. Like, let's get the guy from Final Fantasy. Let's get the guy from Dragon Ball Z. I think there was one other guy from somewhere else. I can't remember where. I think it was Chrono Trigger or something. And they're like, hey, let's put everyone together. Let's make an RPG game. And then they made Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is OST is like a high budget song. That's why it's so good. Yeah, it's pretty much just like orchestra, isn't it? You know, like proper, like a proper movie or something. So you're continuing this project, or it's a new project? This is the RPG one, so we've only been doing this for like a couple of weeks now, maybe like 3 weeks. It's not the focus right now. The focus is the horror game, the survival horror game. This is just for doing something else. But now that it's getting really frustrating, I'm like, you know what? Let's not focus too much on this anymore. But I'm going to try. Like, I don't do environmental art, so it's going to take me a while to really get this looking good, but we'll get there. You know, maybe like next month this scene will look more acceptable once I figure out what grass assets I can use, what ones start to fit together a bit better. So it's going to look really bad, but it's going to look a bit better, and eventually I think it'll look okay. You gotta eat, man. Get a McDonald's. That's a good idea. Maybe, I don't know about you, but back in my day, McDonald's didn't deliver. They didn't deliver shit. If you had to go to McDonald's, you had to walk to McDonald's, right? You had to get some exercise before you put that trash in your system. But nowadays, McDonald's deliver. So it's actually quite dangerous. Because before it was like, do you want to go get McDonald's? Nah, I can't be bothered. Now it's like, oh, do you want McDonald's? Just one tap, one swipe, and that's it. The Cursed King is the only one I played too. Loved it actually. Yeah, I think Dragon Quest 8 is probably one of the most mainstream ones. At least back then. Because I think Dragon Quest used to be exclusive to Japan. So if you look at like Dragon Quest like 5, 6, you know, all these ones, I don't think they came to all territories, and then they remade them on the DS, and that was like the first time they came to Europe, for example. I don't know about the United States, but apparently they were very exclusive. It wasn't like Final Fantasy that was a bit easier to get your hands on. So I only ever got to play 8 at the time, and then they brought out 9 was like, it's not an MMO game, but it was more like a handheld game where you just kind of messed around. I don't know if it was 9 or 10. It might have been 9. And people said, oh, the story's not very good. It's just kind of like Monster Hunter. You just go around doing random missions and building up your character, and it wasn't like a traditional quest. So I never played it, never bothered with it. Because I've always been into Final Fantasy the most, but Dragon Quest is good. It's good too. I'll need to get the new one. I don't know, is it 11? Dragon Quest 11? I think that's where it might have been. I think Dragon Quest 9 was on the 3DS. Or the DS. It was on the DS. And then Dragon Quest 10 was an MMO game. I think that's what it was. So 9 was like this cheap, not cheap, but just this kind of handheld game where it's like, you know, you're just churning out content, you're not really doing much. Then I think Dragon Quest 10 was an online game, an MMO game that was only in Asia, if I remember right. And then Dragon Quest 11 was like the first proper single player Dragon Quest game since Dragon Quest 8. That, if I remember right, I think that's how it worked. 11 is the new one, that's it, yeah. And it looks really good. They're actually re-releasing it on the PS4 because when it came out on the Switch, they enhanced it. So I think the enhanced edition is coming to the PS4 within the next few months. So I'll probably pick up the enhanced edition, just like the enhanced edition of Persona 5. I wouldn't mind getting that as well. So I'm actually starving right now. I'm serious. See, when you start working on things and you get frustrated and you don't know how to work things out, I swear things get, when things get more complicated, like, you use up so much more energy. Now I'm absolutely starving right now. So I'm probably going to go and eat my sorrows away. Hopefully I'll come back stronger. But hey, you got to put yourself through this. The frustration. Eventually you'll get better, right? By the way, what do you think of Rocket League? I saw you played it. Oh, I'm a veteran at Rocket League. Back on the PS3, I used to play the one before it. Was it Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars? So for me, I've always played it. Like, I know it's free right now, but I've always been into it. Like, it's, for me, it's old news, but it's really good. I always loved playing it. When you first play it, it's a bit confusing because you need to work out how can I hit the ball whilst there's momentum and, you know, things are going crazy, and it takes a little while to get used to it, but once you get that nailed, it's a really fun game. I stopped playing it a few years ago because with me, when I play online games, I prefer it when I'm in a party of people that I know. I don't really like playing with, like, I don't like matchmaking with randoms. I find it quite lonely, to be honest. So I prefer, like, if I'm in a party of people, and most of the people I played Rocket League with, they eventually just kind of moved on to other games. But now that it's kind of free now, so everyone's coming back to it, it's nice, so we can get back into it. Because I like to play FIFA and Rocket League. You know, I don't mind a bit of football. I played my first and only match the other day. Don't think I touched the ball once. No, I don't think you did. No, that was a rough learning curve for you to figure out how to play that. I know Fall Guys is looking pretty good now, isn't it? But you don't give up. Like, Rocket League, it does take a while to get used to get the momentum. Because when I played it on PS3, you know, it took me months before I got any good at it. So if you're enjoying the idea of it, keep going. Your main task is make sure you can hit the ball. Like, don't worry about scoring amazing goals or defending amazing things. Just focus on hitting the ball. Like, every time, hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball. And then once you get that down, then it's like, okay, how can I hit the ball by boosting in the air? So just practice. Like, you know, it's not easy, but that's the main thing, because if you miss the ball, that the opponent will score, or they'll just totally destroy you. So as long as you can hit the ball, like, I need to defend this. You don't need to do a perfect clearance, just hit the ball. You know, don't miss it, because if you miss it, that's like a death sentence, you know. I should have told us on Discord so we can play together. But the servers weren't working very well. We tested it on Wednesday, and the servers were awful, because all the people were coming in to play, so it wasn't working. I think we got like a couple of games and then it was gone. And then on Thursday I tried again on Thursday, but then again they were having more issues, and PlayStation Network was having issues as well, which was a nightmare. So again I couldn't stream because we wouldn't be able to play. You know, we'd maybe get a couple of games if we were lucky, but it was a bit too frustrating. So hopefully once the servers are more stable, because it's free to play, a lot of people are jumping in. Once it's more stable, then we'll get a proper stream. So like tomorrow, like we're probably going to do Fall Guys tomorrow because it's been a while. But I would like to go and play some Rocket League, but just gotta wait for the servers to look good. Oh, football, yeah, I love football. It's the best, isn't it? Even though FIFA isn't the best game, it's got its problems, but I like football enough that I can overlook it. I was disgustingly bad. I mean, it's just how it goes, isn't it? It's like the game's like a million miles an hour. Now you know what it's like to play against Barcelona. Maybe not today, they suck, but back then. The game's great though. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Just need to get your head around it, and once you do that, you can start to focus on scoring and winning games. Especially, you don't want to come up against an opponent that is clearly too strong for you as well. If you have an opponent that can really go in the air, then you know, it's a massive handicap for you. Let me just move this around here. Still got a wee treasure chest here at least. I'll just leave it like that. Put it like that. Alright. I think that's enough frustration for me today. So, I've actually pre-ordered Crash Bandicoot 4. I got a demo with 3 levels. So what I might stream it tomorrow, like as a stream before we play Fall Guys. I might stream that. And then we'll play some Fall Guys, try and go for some crowns, try and relax, try not to be too frustrated. So if anyone wants to play Fall Guys tomorrow, we can do that. Because I've got Crash 4, I've got an idea of what I want to do now. So normally when I stream on YouTube, I stream Dreams, and I stream like community games that we can play online, like Rocket League or Fall Guys. That's all I do. I don't really play other games so much. Like we tried to play Outlast 2, but that was the only time we ever done it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go back on Twitch again for games that are not Dreams and for games that are not multiplayer focused. So basically like single player games. So when I stream Crash 4, I'm probably going to stream it on Twitch. But what I'm going to do is, it's like I'm going to do the Dream stream or whatever stream we do on YouTube first, like always, maybe a bit earlier, and then after we do a couple of hours on YouTube, I'll do a couple of hours on Twitch playing Crash Bandicoot when that comes out next week. Because I think like if I make Crash Bandicoot videos on YouTube, it probably fits better. Doing Crash Bandicoot live streams here probably would work too, but I feel like I need to get more into Twitch. So Twitch can be all the other games, and YouTube can be Dreams and multiplayer stuff, because that's where most of our community is here. So that's kind of the plan anyway. You got to stream it. Yeah, I'll definitely stream it. Like I've got the demo downloading. I'll probably play it tonight because I'm quite eager to do it. I'll see how long the demo is. If I feel like the demo can last me like 40 minutes or something, I'll stream that earlier tomorrow. I'll stream the demo just for fun, and then straight immediately after we'll jump on Fall Guys. Because I'm streaming a PS4, I'll need to end the stream and then do a new one, so that's the only bad thing. But yeah, that's probably what I'll do. And then like I said, when Crash 4 comes out proper, I'll probably just stream that on Twitch and then make videos of it on YouTube. That way we can keep the Dreams streams and the community multiplayer games going. So I'm going to go get something to eat now. I'm actually really, really hungry. Maybe I'll get a McDonald's. Let's see. Half Dreams, half gameplay. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because I don't want it to seem like I'm like, oh no, I'm going to Twitch now. I'm doing the exact same streams I'm doing on YouTube. Just that the only way I can fit it in is if I do them a bit earlier. So, for example, if Crash is out when? Is it next Friday? The full game? Let me see. Next Thursday? I think it's the 1st of October it comes out, so I think it's a Thursday. Okay. Well, what I'll do is, I think I'll go on Dreams first. So on YouTube I'll go on Dreams, maybe a bit earlier than I normally do, so that I can get at least an hour and a half to 2 hours of Dreams on YouTube. And then after that I'll jump over to Twitch. We'll stream some Crash Bandicoot for a couple of hours afterwards. That way I can do Twitch, YouTube and 2 different games at the same time. And I think it's a good balance. By the way, what camera do you use to record the face cam? Because this is the PS4, you can only use the PlayStation 4 camera, so that's what I'm using. The PlayStation is not compatible with any other camera, so you have to buy the PlayStation camera if you want to do face cam live from the PS4. There's a new camera coming out for the PS5, but I don't think I'll buy it because apparently the VR is the PS4 VR is compatible with PS5, which means the old camera should still work. So unless the new camera has better resolution or whatever, I'll just stick with this one. I think it's not too great. I could probably improve the lighting in the room a little bit, but to be honest, I need to improve these streams in general before I start to think about all these other complicated things. Looks good, not bad at all. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's not perfect. If I had like proper lighting, you know, on my face in the background, it would look better. But it's alright, it does the job. You know, can't complain. So I'm going to go get something to eat now. So enjoy the rest of your Friday night. So if the Crash 4 demo is long enough, I'll stream it tomorrow. I'll probably stream it on YouTube, the demo, just because it's short. And then immediately after we'll do some Fall Guys. And then next week we'll just do the usual schedule. We'll be streaming Dreams, maybe some Rocket League if the servers are working, and then some more creating. And then once Crash comes out, I'll go to Twitch and I'll stream some Crash. So if anyone has Twitch and you want to go there, it's the exact same name as the YouTube channel, LittleBigAnimation, the exact same. So it's pretty easy to find. So we'll do our Dream stuff, and then I'll let everybody know, hey, I'm going over to Twitch now. So we don't stream on Twitch, so I'm not really expecting that many viewers, to be honest. But I've got to start somewhere, right? LBA, when we both finish Crash 4, we should do a collab video about it. Yeah, I was thinking about how could we do a collab, you know? Like, I was thinking about it, like it would be a good idea. I was looking at the multiplayer stuff, I was like, oh, if only that was online, we could do some online Crash 4, but sadly it's only local multiplayer. But yeah, we'll need to figure something out, because I do want to make a lot of Crash videos. And yeah, we can have a wee discussion about that. See what kind of things we can come up with. So yeah, until tomorrow, I'll check out your video alpha if you've put it online. Sadly, I can't put my video up because the render has errored. Damn Vegas, it's terrible. So I'll check out your video if you've uploaded it, and if you're going to stream tonight, let me know. Oh, look. Do you see that popping up on the screen up there? It's probably blocked, but that was basically Crash 4 installed. So I'm going to go check that out now. So yeah, I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. If the demo's long enough, I'll stream it here on YouTube really quickly, and then we'll switch over and do some Fall Guys. So enjoy the rest of your night. Eat well too, and I'll see you then. Alright, bye.